This is the Coopers v. Coopers challenge. It's not a challenge. There's really no challenge here.
I'm not really sure what the challenge is.
The challenge is already done. More of a comparison, I guess. I just like to use the word challenge. It's going around a lot lately.
The challenge was actually aging a beer of yours.
Yeah, I can't do it. I failed that challenge.
It had to be taken off location.
Yes. Have you heard of the SJ Pour challenge?
No.
It's an actual homebrew challenge that's like going on all over the world. And they're like sending beers to hubs. SJ Pour is a guy who does YouTube, who started Homebrew Wednesday. And I thought about doing it, but it was like, I don't want to mail glass bottles. One, because I spent so much time cleaning the glass bottles.
It's true.
Yeah, and I like my beer. I mean, it would be cool to taste other people's beer. It would be a lot of work.
I'm thinking disruption of the yeast after you let them all settle out and then you ship it, and you'd have to keep it in the fridge for probably a week to clarify again in most cases.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So we got the dark ale. This is the youngin'.
The new kid on the block.
Mm-hmm. That's the kind of has like a sweet scent to it.
I am still picking up brown ale.
You think so?
It smells pretty similar. Do you have any of the Green Dragon left?
I didn't open any of the other ones.
Three-way challenge.
We could get another glass.
Good.
We could just tack that onto this thing.
You have any more tasting glasses?
No, there's only two. Only two of us went to Burfest, so.
And
these are the VIP glasses.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But there's like a bitterness, but I don't think it's a hot bitterness to it. I think it's like a black malt or something that they used.
Maybe some Caramunic or Caramel 60 in there?
Maybe. I don't think Caramel 60 would get it this dark, though, would it?
It's been a while.
Yeah. I mean, it's still, like, Caramel 60 is darkish, but it's not really dark.
Yeah.
Well, you got something like black malt or chocolate malt that's like, what, 300 to 400?
Yeah, once you start getting into chocolate malt and black patent, you're looking at 300, 350 Lowenbond, but I don't know. It's pretty tasty.
Yeah, I don't dislike it. It's not like any other beer I've made. The amazing thing is just how easy these kits are to do, though. It's like...
True.
I thought they were kind of a joke when I first heard them. You were skeptical.
I was.
And I'm going to try it.
Now I am tempted to do a Cooper's kit just for, well, because why not?
It's stupid easy.
It really is.
You know how long this sat in the fermenter?
Week and a half.
Just a week.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know how clear it ended. Well, yeah, it kind of didn't. It's a little cloudy, but...
Like Cooper's yeast clears up pretty nicely, though.
Yeah. But, I mean, it's dark, so you really don't care all that much. I mean, that makes it look clearer than it is, I think.
Yeah.
But it's dark.
I'm still picking up English brown ale, though. The earthiness and spiciness seems to come more from the hops. I'm not sure. Isn't Cooper's based in the UK?
I think it's Australia.
Yeah.
Because they're an actual brewery.
It's practically the UK.
Well, it used to be.
It's the UK for convicts.
And Lloyd would be like, either he's going to be laughing or swearing, cussing us out.
History.
It's true. Then we have the Cooper's Real Ale, which this stuff is clear. This is probably the clearest beer I've ever made. Now, see, using the flashlight's terrible. It does not.
Sunlight seems to work pretty well.
Yeah. I mean, but getting that on the camera is the hard part. Look, you can see Corey through that.
It's because I'm so pale.
See, this is sweeter.
Yeah? little different than the last time I tasted this.
Yeah.
The,
That's really good.
The hop bitterness has definitely faded away. I remember it had quite a bit of a bite to it when we tasted about a week into the bottle.
Yeah, I remember it was really hard to drink, actually. It tasted really good, but you couldn't take a big gulp of it.
Yeah.
And I think I could probably just chug this right now.
Yeah.
This is really good.
It's amazing what 6 months will do.
No kidding. No, it was more than 6 months. It had to be before October. It might have been beginning of October.
Fall. I think it wasn't too warm because we were sitting on the deck.
Right. But it still had to be at least for November. So it's at least.
Yeah, it was definitely before
so
November.
5, 6, it's like 8 months, 7, 8 months.
Yeah, sounds good.
Which that must be the magic number for Cooper's Real Ale.
Just another reason to start your own cellaring program.
They definitely have 2 different smells, but I think part of that is the aging, if I had to guess.
Yeah, definitely a diminished hop character in the Cooper's Real Ale.
I really like it, though. I kind of wish I would have... I might have to do this again sometime and just let it sit. Won't go in the keg. It'll have to just get bottled. And I can only assume that some of the things that I've tasted in the dark ale will go away and make that beer even better.
Yeah, the malt character should shine pretty nicely in the dark ale.
Too bad it's not a week from now. We'd have the Mexican cerveza to try too. Which, you see my picture? I put it in a Corona 6-pack. Take a picture.
Nice.
Used what I had left of my cold activated caps from the IPA, since I only used like 10 of them. They give you 60.
You're going to put it on the deck for about 5 hours?
I'm not going to skunk it up. I won't skunk it up. There's not really much excitement to it. So, from what I tasted, there's a little bit of something. I do think that it's definitely more of a, I'm just thirsty and been mowing the lawn or something.
It's lawnmower beer.
It's definitely lawnmower beer.
Stick a lime in it.
That might probably make it excellent.
So I've heard.
Yeah. It's the only way to drink Corona. If you drink without the lime, it tastes like terrible. You put the lime in there and it's like 100 times better. I don't understand.
I'd like to see a study on this sometime.
It's an official statistic. 100 times better. I'm drinking a lot of Corona.
I'll take it.
So now we gotta go try the other one?
We could.
Alright, so what we got here?
We have the Green Dragon Ale.
Alright, tell me about this.
Put together by a home brewer, or northern brewer. It is an interpretation of what the hobbits would have been drinking in the Green Dragon in the Shire. It's an oatmeal brown ale.
I did get a familiar smell out of her. I was thinking kind of something stoutish a little bit, but...
Yeah, getting a little bit of some chocolate notes.
Oh, that's good. Definitely get the oatmeal.
Just really helps with the mouthfeel a lot.
Okay, that's one thing I don't understand. Is that what do people mean when they say mouthfeel? Is it something you just can't explain? Because I don't know exactly what it is, and I'm being dead serious. Because I know the things that are supposed to give better mouthfeel, but I never know what they're actually talking about.
I don't know. Something, beta-glucans, something. Haven't really been on that track for a little while, so can't remember the exact explanations surrounding it.
So is it something kind of like a thickness to it, or?
Yeah, and something with, because it's not necessarily with an increased final gravity like you would have with others. It's just yeah, I don't know. If anyone else has the better answer for that,
I'm sure
can't
somebody
really
will
answer that
comment.
at this time. At one point in my readings of home brewing, I would have had a bit better explanation, but it's been a little while, so.
Because the last time you brewed was November, right?
That is true.
What was that one? That probably needs bottled.
No, it's a sour. So.
Oh, that's a sour.
That's a sour. So I'll be racking that to secondary here.
But what?
Yeah, sometime before.
Is it a recipe you just found, or is it Northern Brewer? Or?
It is a Flemish red.
Okay.
So similar to, let's see, similar to Rodenbach. I think the recipe was somewhat similar to that. It's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty funky. Has a nice pellicle on it. It's growing. Looks like it might try and attack my cat sometime, so.
The pellicle's the mold-looking stuff on top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Not necessarily an indication of how your sour beer is, but it's definitely interesting to look at. And think it's actually okay for once for my beer to look like that.
Yeah. So are you able to reuse your fermenters after for other things, or is it pretty much stuck to being sour?
Those will be my sour fermenters. I have gotten all my sour beer advice from the Mad Fermentationist. He has a blog and does a lot of different sour beers. He has reused his fermenters for clean beers afterwards, and he's done okay, but I kind of plan on kicking off my sour program, and actually I'll probably rack the contents of what's in there right now, and then rack some new beer on there, just to help reuse those bugs that have been nice and growing over the last 6 months. And
so you're gonna reuse the primary. What's in the primary after racking?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Yeah.
So
nice
do you have to add bacteria and then add yeast to that as well?
So the blend that I used was the word that I can't quite say.
Sure. Fancy word.
Starts with an R, Osvlren, Rosavarian, or something like that. Anyways, it is the Rodenbach strain, and it's has a combination of a clean neutral yeast. I think Y Yeast uses their USO5 equivalent. Can't remember what their price is. It's
California Ale.
Whatever their
American
neutral.
Ale.
Yeah, American Ale. So whatever their
So
neutral.
I think White Labs, it's California Ale then.
That would be it. Yeah. So they use their neutral yeast as the base, and they have their various bugs that they had in there, like Brettanomyces, some more towards the lambic side, some Pediococcus, Lactobacillus, and
it's a little bit of everything.
Yeah, then you just put it in the fermenter, swirl it around, and see what happens.
Now, the beer I brewed earlier this week, I thought it was just American Ale, and I kind of missed an important word on there. There's American Ale blend, so it has multiple yeasts in it. But based on what I read, it had a high score for the kind of beer I was making anyway, which is completely accidental.
Which beer was this?
The one I did Sunday, which is it's going to be kind of a pale ale sort of thing.
Yeah.
Kind of an APA, I guess.
Gotcha. Yeah.
This is really good.
Just about any clean yeast will work pretty well for that.
I mean, it's really it's clear too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it really clarified nicely. I think.
You know, every once in a while I'll get a beer that I made that wasn't out of a can that will clear up. It might just be a bottle or two that'll be clear, but.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've definitely noticed more clarity in my beers after I switched over from extract to the partial mash.
Oh.
I don't know if there's a direct correlation there, or might just be my refinement of the brewing process, honestly.
I feel like it tastes better too. It may be total BS. I don't know.
I've been trying to determine, since I blew through extract to partial mash to all grain so quickly, I didn't really have that much time to really refine the process, and I was kind of
Right.
still learning as I went along, and adding wort chillers, whirlflock, and maintaining.
I
my
do think
fermentation.
whirlflock works a lot better than just Irish moss, but it's also it is a little pricier too.
It is, but I mean,
And so it's kind of is
I
it
bought
worth
a-
that much to me?
I bought a container of whirlflock. I think it's maybe, what is it, $4 or $5 per container, and you only use half a tablet for a 5-gallon batch. I still haven't gone through my container of it yet.
You only use half a tablet?
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
Because one of the beers that I got from the brew shop
Mhm.
came with a whirlflock tablet.
Really?
It wasn't half of one; it was a whole one. So I threw it in.
Huh.
I don't remember if it was really clear or not. I think it was mostly clear. Which one was that? I think that was the. I didn't do the Red Eye Pale Ale. I think it was the Snow Day. No, Snowed In Pale Ale,
Gotcha.
which is really good. Which they still have at the shop if you're looking for a good pale ale recipe.
I think the next pale ale that I'll be doing, probably something with Maris Otter, Buggles, and UK Goldings.
They have another pale ale that has Maris Otter in it. Has the Red Eye Pale Ale, which I have not made that one. I wanted to.
Red Eye Pale Ale.
Yeah.
How'd they come across that name?
I don't know, but it gets the kind of redness from the Maris Otter. They use the Maris Otter LME in it.
I didn't realize they had Maris Otter LME.
Yeah, it's kind of pricey compared to the other stuff because they'd go a different brand with it. It's the Mutton's brand. It comes in a can.
Really?
Yeah, instead of the plastic containers.
Hmm.
But I mean, I've used it. I used it when I made my Maris Otter Fuggle Smash,
Mm-hmm.
which is one of those beers that it's good, but you don't ever have like the desire to drink it. You know what I mean? You're not like, oh, I could go for some of that beer. This is not bad. There
I've had
needs
a
to be
few of those like that.
needs to be something added to it. It's a good base for a really good beer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I just haven't figured out what that really good beer would end up being.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what you could blend a Maris Otter Pale Ale into. Maybe an excessively high gravity barley wine.
I don't know. I mean, you can do just about anything, really.
Yeah.
Maris Otter's a pretty good grade.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was one I partial mashed. So I think what I would probably do... And see, I got really low OG on that, too. But, I mean, it tastes fine. It tastes like beer.
There you go.
But I'd probably swap out the LME and use something else and
Gotcha.
change out some of the hop additions. Still use
Mhm.
Fuggles in there a little bit.
I gotcha.
I think something pretty good could come out of that.
That should be good.
You know what I always say when I end one of these videos? Especially on Wednesday, went to Homebrew Wednesday. Something to the effect of have a happy Homebrew Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should wrap this up because I'll have to edit this later anyway. I'll probably release it tomorrow. Erin got pissy because her OCD kicked in because I released Homebrew Wednesday yesterday, which is Tuesday. So I think I should release this one tomorrow and it'll average out. And call it Homebrew Wednesday 29.5. That makes sense, right? Just if I get on both sides of the Wednesday.
That would kind of bother me, to be honest. I really feel
And to
that
have you in the video.
I would have to comment on the video and say, hey, it's Thursday and you're posting this, but yet it's supposed to be Homebrew Wednesday.
I was like, I thought it was funny because like usually my OCD would kick in. I don't give a shit about it because it's like I do it when I get it done.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, "Yes, I know. I don't understand why this isn't bothering you." It's like, whatever. Well, so folks, have a happy Homebrew Wednesday and keep drinking good beer, as well as brewing good beer.
All the above.
All the above.
Here's to good beer.
To good beer.